to this day by the poet Shane Koizan. I am not the only one who grew up this way, surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones, as if broken bones hurt more than the names we got called. She was 8 years old, our first day of grade 3 when she got called ugly. In grade 5, they taped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of dog." And to this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful. Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done, and they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom, because they see her heart before they see her skin, because she's only ever always been amazing. He was a broken branch, grafted onto a different family tree, adopted. Not because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when he became a mixed drink of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy, started therapy in 8th grade, had a personality made up of tests and pills, lived like the uphills were mountains and the downhills were cliffs, 4/5 suicidal, a tidal wave of antidepressants, and an adolescence of being called pauper. 1 part because of the pills, 99 parts because of the cruelty. He tried to kill himself in grade 10 when a kid who could still go home to mom and dad had the audacity to tell him, "Get over it." As if depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in a first aid kit, to this day, he's a stick of TNT lit from both ends, can describe to you in detail the way the sky bends in the moments before it's about to fall. And despite an army of friends who all call him an inspiration, he remains a conversation piece between people who can't understand that sometimes being drug-free has less to do with addiction and more to do with sanity. We weren't the only kids who grew up this way. To this day, kids are still being called names. We were oddities, freaks juggling depression and loneliness, playing solitaire, spin the bottle, trying to kiss the wounded parts of ourselves and heal. But at night, while the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope, and yes, some of us fell, but I want to tell them that all of this is just debris left over from when we finally decide to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer, because there's something inside you that made you keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit, because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe they decided to pick you last for basketball or everything. Maybe you brought bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told, because how can you hold your ground when everyone around you wants to bury you beneath it? You have to believe they were wrong. They have to be wrong. Why else would we still be here? We are not abandoned cars stalled out and sitting empty in the middle of a highway, and if in some way we are, don't worry. We only gotta walk out and get gas. We are graduating members from the class of We Made It, not the faded echoes of voices crying out, "Words will never hurt me." Of course they did. But our lives will only ever continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty. Thank you.